Hello there and welcome back to GT Retro World. Well, I thought I'd share a few of the toys that Santa brought me. These all basically relate to the channel and I suppose like the retro bits and you know whatever goes with the channel. I got other bits like clothes and stuff, but no, these are what I relate to my channel or somewhere near it anyway. Anyway guys, first of all I was treated to a nice Nano VNA and what we have here is the Nano VNA-F V2. So it's a 4.3 inch screen. I've already got a little one, but it's alright, but my eyes are shit, you know what I mean? So, and I had a little look at this and it's a lot nicer, you know what I mean, on the eye. And it's actually all metal case as well, which is quite nice. It goes from 50 kilohertz to 3000 megahertz or 3 giga, whatever you want to call it. And that's the item. I don't know if you can see it there. I'll get this out a bit later today anyway, we'll have a proper prat about with it, but just a little look today. I've powered it up there. There you go guys, nice and quick. It definitely feels a bit quicker as well than the cheap ones. I think these retail at about 150, somewhere around about that. And yeah, I haven't tried it yet, like I say guys, but that's the little Nano VNA, which you'll probably see quite a lot of next year, because I'm going to be building a few antennas. So there's that. Nice. And I can actually see it even with that screen cover on, because like I say, my eyes are terrible. The resolution on this is a bit better as well than the cheaper one, but I'll probably run them back to back one time anyway. So there's that. Comes with all the usual rigmarole in there, what these things come with. You've probably seen these before in various guises anyway. Comes in like a little case as well, and also a little USB-C charger cable, which is separate there. So that's that really. Like I say, just a brief little look. We're just going to go through a few of my Christmas bits and bobs. Tell you what, let's have a bit of fun here. Adrian Edmondson. Now you probably think, why are you showing us Adrian Edmondson? Well, this is GT Retro World. This man here was 80s all the way through. He was one of my heroes, Adrian Edmondson. I've been after this book for a while, but I was told not to buy it. You know what I mean? Obviously Christmas coming up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. I didn't even realise he was actually a Norseman, or part Norseman, so he claims anyway. What I've read a little bit, well, should have said read the back of it. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I mean, we all know him, don't we, from the young ones. Filthy Rich and Cat Flap, does that ring a bell? If it doesn't, watch it. It needs watching. Bottoms. Like I say, me and the missus and friends, we did the Bottoms tour, all of them. We did them all, you know, some of them twice. So I'm really looking forward to this. And to me, he is retro, and he is the main man, him as well as Rick Mail, rest his soul. Probably the most influential comedians of my life. So there's that. That was bought by the daughter, by the way. The VNA, the missus bought me that. So yeah, so we've got that there. I'll put that over out of the way. Here, the missus bought me this as well. This is a Roland voice tweaker. And there you go guys. That's what it is. Might go straight into there. It's got MIDI in and outs there. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, to be honest, I actually had this on my wish list last year for Christmas, and it turned up this year, which is quite good. So it's only been out about a year, hasn't it, thereabouts? I think, like I said, to come out, I think just before last Christmas. I'm hoping to do a bit of it 80s synth with this, or I don't know. Maybe something to add at the beginning or the end of my channel. I'll do something with this with the vocoder. But yeah, like I say, it was on my hit list that last year, and it's turned up this year, so I'm pleased about that. Yeah, so that's the Roland E4. I call them vocoders. These call them voice. It's a voice tweaker to Roland, but it's basically a vocoder. You can get vocoders in keyboards as well, but this is the exact unit I wanted. It's USB-C. It's got a built-in battery, so you can cart it about with you. But yeah, bit of fun. Again, we moved that out of the way. Like I say, this is a quick show. If you're interested, I might do something with it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a bit of 80s synth vocoding, you know, whatever. Anyway, right. Next is this. My dad got me this. It's a cold box. Now, it's not too big. I'll show you there, guys. So it's 8 litres. It'll hold, let's have a look, 11 cans. And obviously it's 12 volts, so it goes straight into your fag lighter. So that's the size of the unit. You can see there, guys. It's not too big. It's 18 inches by, I don't know, let's say 8 inches wide by at its tallest a foot high, 12 inches thereabouts. So if you had that down in the maybe to the front of your cab or whatever, you could put a couple of cans in there. This pops open, as you can see there, guys. And I think, I'm not too sure, I know you're going to get a pint of milk in there if you want to make a cup of tea and whatnot, and a few tinnies and whatever in there, and maybe there's a sandwich or a bit of bacon, I don't know, whatever you want to take with you. But it's actually got a bit of a height here, so I think you might actually get 2 pints of milk in there, or, you know, maybe there's a bit bigger bottle. But yeah, it's neat. And like I say, it's compact, it's not big and cumbersome like some of them, you know. At first I didn't think there was a cable with it, I thought it was missing, but it's actually at the back of here in a little compartment. You see there, guys? There you go, little 12-volt lead there. It's also got a little, I think it's 1 amp, let's have a little look. Yeah, little 1 amp USB port on the front if you want to charge out up like. So that's what my dad got me, so that's going to be useful. Maybe with a few radio trips in the summer. Like I said, again, that relates to the channel in my opinion, because it'd be nice that. It'd be nice that along with the radio. Spot on. Right, this thing here, I actually bought this myself a couple of days before Christmas from the son-in-law's shop, which is Player One. And you might be thinking, why does this relate to the channel? Well, to be honest, the last video I did, the phone wasn't in the right view for me. And like I say, with my eyes being a bit crappy, I thought, right, I'll get a stand to put the phone on while I'm doing videoing. So if I'm doing any demonstrations, you'll be able to see the phone a bit clearer, and so will I as well, for that matter, because I was struggling and it was a bit out of focus if you noticed the last video. So I got myself this. I'm hoping this will hold, I don't know, it might even hold handies or whatever you want to put on it. I'm not too sure why it comes with the USB-C cable. There was one in there anyway. I've never opened this yet, so let's do it first. Again, although it's Mandalorian, it's still a bit retro, isn't it, Star Wars? Of course it is anyway. Oh, that was easy enough. Right, so basically what we've got here, it's heavy that and all, see that, guys? What we've got here, that should spin round. I'm hoping that positioned here will go like that, and lo and behold, it does, it works a treat. Look at that. Hang on, pull that around a bit, that's better. So you can see that, guys, there, look at that. That's great. And it looks nice on the channel, doesn't it? Bit of Star Wars. Will that go around that way as well? Yes. Let's just check that VNA. Let's see if that... Neat. You see, so that actually... there's a bit of use there, isn't there? So that's... yeah. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's all good for me. That's Jamie, that when he was a baby, by the way. He's been on my phone since he was born. He's 6 now. I haven't took him off all the phones I've swapped over. He just stays on there. So there we go. That's going to be probably the new phone mascot, or whatever I want to hold in its way, really. I mean, to be honest, have a little look. I mean, will it hold a book even? Sort of. It does, yeah. Yeah, it's actually quite weighty, that. I think those were, I think the retail at about 25. And obviously I got a bit of a deal on it. Yeah, he knows better, he had to. Yeah, but like I say, that was from the son-in-law's shop, Player One. I'll put a link in the description anyway to all this stuff. You can have a little look. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, hang on a minute, there's one last thing. I wasn't bothered about one of these actually, but last minute I looked at them, I think, oh, Lass must have noticed, so she's got me one anyway, and it's one of these mats. And to be honest, it's quite nice. You see that, guys? I think a lot of you have got them anyway now, but it's probably quite nice to use, because I've noticed in areas you've got little things like these little compartments that stay shut. Once it's on the deck, they do stay shut, but it's not obviously at the moment because I'm flopping it all over the place. But all these little segments are all numbered. Obviously, you could put screws in there or tiny components, I suppose, tools in there, reckons. But these little areas here, can you see here, guys? This is magnet. This is all magnetised. There's a couple of sections which are, like I say, magnetised, so it could be quite nice. I mean, if you're doing anything long term, I suppose, say for instance you would work on something over a week or two, you could leave it on there as a bit of a mess, couldn't you, really? And just, if you had a couple of them, you could like move them around on the shelf, because that's what I'm normally like, to be honest. I normally work on something over a few weeks. I don't, yeah, I move around, I'm a bit, yeah. So it could be quite nice. Little measurement along the bottom of there, 30 centimetres, and I think this is actually 37 centimetres by 40 centimetres, so it's quite big. I'm not too sure of the price of this. Like I say, these were all gifts, but I think it's 15-ish quid. I'll try and find out how much all this stuff was, and I'll put a link in the description. Well, I'll put the links in the description anyway, and let you look yourselves. I don't look like a bit of a nosy git, because like I say, all this was Christmas presents. But anyway, that's about it really. It was just a little show you what I've got here, do you know what I mean? Anything that's relevant to the channel, basically. I wasn't going to bother, but I noticed everyone else has been putting loads on over Christmas. I thought everyone would have had a bit of a time away. But Boxing Day was popular. Even Christmas Day, there was a few bits going up. Like I say, that's 2 or 3 days. The usual YouTubers have been putting bits and bobs on. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll just show you the few bits I've got here. Like I say, I will go into a bit more detail with that Nano VNA, and maybe mess about with that Roland voice tweaker. I might do a few intros with that anyway. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, anyway, guys, I mean, there's nothing really else to say. The other bits I've got, like clothes and stuff. Actually, I got this as well for Christmas. A few other bits and sweets and, you know, the usual junk. We don't want to see them, do we? So guys, hopefully it's been a bit of an interest to you. If nothing else at all, you've had a bit of a nose into my life. So next year, all being well, we'll have this out full of a few nice tins. Unsure it'll be alcohol like if I'm driving, but you never know. We might be away. There'll be a few Coca-Colas in there, or fresh oranges if I want to be healthy again, or water even if I want to be even healthier. So that'll be quite handy. The Nano VNA is going to be extremely handy, that. So what we'll do anyway, we'll have a mess about them in the new year. So guys, hopefully you've had a great Christmas, and hopefully you're going to have even a better new year, and fingers crossed everyone has a great new year, and we'll see you next year, 2024. And yeah, it's come nearly a year since I've started messing about with this, so yeah, I've enjoyed it, to be honest. Still a long way to go and a lot to learn, especially this vlogging lark, but next year we're going to have some great fun, especially outdoors. You know what I mean? Too much sitting in here, it's no good for you. So guys, on that note, thumbs up for the channel wouldn't go amiss, and I thank every one of you last subscribers, literally every one of you, for subscribing, and the likes and the comments, and we'll see you next year, guys. Don't overdrink, enjoy, take care, see you later.